And thank you for joining us on this Saturday, July 15th. We still don't know the cause of the fire that killed 3 people at the Marco Polo on Kapi'olani Boulevard, injured a dozen others, and dozens of others lost their home. Officials have also not yet said in which unit the fire started. Today, we're getting a first look at the fire damage from inside. The 26th, 27th, and 28th floors remain closed off tonight. Restoration crews were surveying all the units today. There's extensive water damage as well. New video showing water continuing to flow down onto the second floor. Also today, we're hearing from the family of 2 of the victims who died. Pastor Phil Reller says his brother, who worked for Hawaiian Airlines, and mother were caught on the 26th floor by the smoke and flames and could not get out.
He stepped into the shower, got out of the shower, called work, said, "I think I'm going to be late because there's smoke in my apartment," and started to call for my mother. Couldn't locate her. The smoke just kept increasing in the apartment. Last they called him, or he called them at Hawaiian, and he was under the bed and was saying he was having trouble breathing, and then they lost phone contact with him.
Honolulu fire officials tell us the fire was extinguished at midnight, about 10 hours after it started. 12 people received medical attention, with 5, including 1 firefighter, taken to a hospital. He's since been released. The American Red Cross set up a shelter last night at Iolani School for residents displaced by the fire. Early this morning, most were allowed to return to their apartments, but some lost everything. We'll check on them in just a moment, but first, Alexander Zanes, who spoke with the family of 2 of the 3 victims who died. Alexander?
Yeah, Kathy, Britt Reller had just moved to Hawaii 2 years ago. Phil Reller told me his brother, well, he's been hearing stories about what his brother meant to thousands of flight attendants he worked alongside. He also says people from all over the world, many on Oahu, have reached out to offer their support.
I was my younger brother's older brother, and he ceaselessly reminded me of that. Relentlessly, him and his friends, he would always say, "This is my older brother," or hope that they would call me his father.
Phil Reller, a pastor at Pearl City Community Church, 12 years his brother's senior, says since yesterday's fire, more and more people continue to reach out to him, each with a new story about his brother.
They've told me stories about him and what he meant literally to thousands of flight attendants. And I said, "Well, tell me about it. What is it?" And they said, he just had a wonderful sense of humor, and he could relate to people of, especially people in stressful situations, and take away the edge with his warmth and his understanding.
Britt Reller worked for multiple airlines, working his way up to management after starting as a flight attendant. Most recently, he landed at Hawaiian Airlines.
Well, he started out as, I think one of his claims to fame, and what made him appreciated by his co-workers in several different airlines, was he started at the bottom in terms of, well, not the bottom, but he started as a flight attendant. He started and did a lot of work moving his way into management, and never lost his appreciation or understanding for what's required.
For years, Britt Reller would fly back and forth to Arizona to take care of his mother, Melba Dilly, before moving permanently with her to Hawaii 2 years ago after the death of her husband. Phil Reller spoke about his mother as well.
She was brought up in the Midwest, a Midwest salesman's daughter. Used to be in a traveling gospel group when she was a young kid, and they would go to little country churches and sing songs, and had a radio program on a station, I think, in Michigan.
A Facebook page has been put up dedicated to Britt Reller. Already there are dozens of posts.
We're so appreciative for those people that don't know us from Adam either, but have connected with us in a caring and loving way.
Melba Dilly was 85, Britt Reller was 54. The head of the Flight Attendants Union also posted a statement to her Facebook page today remembering Britt Reller. Quote, today flight attendants are remembering his electric personality and infectious smile. We offer our thoughts and prayers to his family and all who knew him. He had a huge positive effect on many lives throughout aviation. He will be missed. Alexander Zanes, KHON 2 News.
Thank you, Alexander. Again, dozens of Marco Polo residents cannot return home still tonight. Elisa Revelo spoke with some of them. She's at the building tonight and tells us how they're coping. Elisa?
Hey, Kathy. Yeah, you can actually still smell the smoke in the air out here. People have been coming in and out of the building all day, and the damage is extensive. I'm told it could be weeks before people living on floors 26 or 28 are allowed back inside. Meanwhile, the Red Cross is asking anyone affected to head their way. Just outside the Marco Polo building, the skyline looks like a postcard, but inside, the damage looks like something out of a war zone. Shards of broken glass and charred debris are all that's left of several units. Emmanuel and Larissa Mokin lived on the 26th floor where the fire started. Their unit was next door to the mother and son who died in the fire.
Everything from memories from our wedding 2 years ago, from our baby pictures, from every moment there is. Our belongings, our Social Security cards, I mean, everything is just, it's probably gone by now. It's scary to believe something like that.
Knowing that our next door neighbors are gone, I don't know. I'm just happy to be alive and happy that we're okay.
Residents living in the floors above where the fire started have heavy smoke damage, and those who live floors below have water damage. Fire investigators continued work to determine a cause while restoration contractors surveyed the damage. Floors 26, 27, and 28 are completely off limits to residents. I'm told there are 17 units per floor, meaning at least more than 50 tenants are displaced.
They won't let me go back home. I had to stay out last night.
Last night we had about 110 residents, and about at 3:30 this morning, a lot of them were allowed to go back. So as of this morning, we had about 11 residents that just could not get back to their apartment.
The Red Cross of Hawaii tells me this is one of the biggest emergency situations they've responded to.
Oh, great. Thank you.
I'm told there's been an outpouring of support from the community.
I saw it on the news and I wanted to come and help.
Just a bunch of food, toothpaste, soap, snacks, you know, the essentials. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families and friends of the victims. It's just, you know, it's heartbreaking.
Those residents I spoke with tell me they're not exactly sure how they'll start over again from nothing, but the Red Cross says it is here to help. The shelter will be open again tonight at Iolani School, and tomorrow caseworkers will be on hand from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. to assess the needs of those displaced by the fire. Kathy, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Elisa. And as you've been seeing today, we got our first look at the destruction caused by the fire in the most badly damaged units. Emergency restoration firm Belfor Hawaii provided these photos today as its crews began assessing the damage. They walked every floor from the top, the 36th floor, down to the bottom. About halfway through the assessment, we asked the manager to characterize the damage they saw.
It's significant, considerable, about 7 floors. It had severe fire damage, and then upper floors, obviously that soot and ash, the smoke really affected those considerably, and then a lot of water pipes ended up bursting throughout that process.
And he says again, halfway through, there were about 40 units with fire damage, another 60 units with smoke damage, and about 200 units with water damage. He says top priority is safety, so crews address the most dangerous areas first with engineering controls, perhaps putting up railings and mitigating hazards. And stay with KHON2 for the latest on the Marco Polo fire. We have updates on air and online at khon2.com. Well, Hurricane